Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 254 Champs. We want to welcome you today. It's a great day. Siku njema kabisa, Mungu ametubariki. Today we are in our Sigishu and we are testimony. Swimming gala is going down. The moment we have been waiting for, and things are happening here. Watu wanaswim hapa, samaki iko hapa mingi. So we want to thank you, I want to welcome you, and I want to introduce you to someone. She already introduced herself, but ningependa kwa wale wamjui tena to introduce again. Atuelezee yeye ni nani na what is all about this aquatic and swimming. So welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. So my name is Dr. Maureen Owiti. By profession, I'm actually a gynecologist, but I'm a swim mom, and I have a passion for swimming, and that is what has led me to become president of Kenya Aquatics, formerly known as Kenya Swimming Federation.
So thank you. There you have it. I want to say welcome so much, and thank you for giving us this opportunity for interviewing you. We are very humble for this. So today we are here because of the swimming gala. You see, it's a sport that we felt like the Champs 254. It has not been given that highlight. So we decided to come out with to highlight the best, so that we can go to that category for Olympics and so far. So we want to thank you for welcoming us and for this interview. I've heard you talking about maybe you can tell the interviewers what's all about this swimming, what is the expectation, and where do you want to see it in the coming future?
Okay. Thank you so much again. Swimming is a sport like any other. What I'll say, it's a bit more technical because as human beings, we're not meant to live in the water. Having had said that, we have conquered the water with something as simple as swimming. Swimming is a life skill, and I believe every Kenyan should be able to swim. I think we've seen in the papers terrible things of children drowning in school pools, hotel pools, and that shouldn't happen. If they were able to swim, we're not going to have such incidences. Other than that, swimming is something like all sports, provides avenues for our youth and even us, older people, to exercise, which is very important for our physical and mental well-being. For those who are blessed with talent, we take them to competitive swimming, and that's why we're here today in Wasingishu to encourage those with the talent for swimming to be able to take their talent to the next level. You've mentioned Olympics, and I'm very proud. We have several swimmers who are preparing for the Olympics. Notably, we have swimmers like Maria Brunlana, Emily Muteti, Ridwan, Monyo, Stephen Degwa, Kanil Kudwali, Maria Bianchi, Lucia Rukti. They are all preparing for the Olympics, and to name some of them, I've not named the whole team. Those are the team that are going to Bahamas, who are going to try to get qualifying times, and the best person, and actually all of them have an opportunity to qualify if they get an Olympic qualifying time. I wish them the best, and I pray that one of them, if not all of them, are able to get an Olympic qualifying time, because that means all of them will become part of Team Kenya. I'm very proud that Kenya Aquatics, we are part of the National Olympic Committee in terms of as a federation, and anyone who qualifies automatically becomes part of Team Kenya, and we're really ready to support Team Kenya in the Olympics. I think we're also proud when we see our flag flying high anywhere. But the journey to Olympics for a swimmer is not easy. You have to have started swimming at a reasonably young age, preferably before 10 years old, and the earlier the better, so that you're able to learn the strokes and the techniques, and you keep refining those skills until you become an Olympic swimmer. So we really need a lot of support to be able to take swimmers through this journey And it's understanding it's hours and hours and hours of training. An average Olympic swimmer trains minimum about 20 hours a week. And you can understand that in our setup, there's not much support and a lot of money to have professional swimmers who are able to just dedicate their time towards swimming. So you're either in school or working and still having to train 20 hours a week. It's a lot. It's a huge sacrifice and a big up to all those who are taking this endeavor and making us proud. I'm very proud of our athletes. They never let us down, and I'm hoping them all the best. For me, for today, I'm hoping to get swimmers who qualify for our nationals. We're hosting our nationals on the 22nd and 23rd of June, and from there, we're also hoping to get swimmers who are going to go to Bujumbura. That is for the Zone 3. I have the privilege of being the Secretary General of Zone 3 for Africa Aquatics, and I'm hoping to have a fantastic team go out for Kenya, because I believe Kenya has what it takes to be the Zone 3 champions. We also like to take a team to Zone 4 to also just challenge the swimmers, as I feel Zone 4 the competition may be slightly more competitive than in Zone 3, but we're hoping to bring up the standard in Zone 3 to even surpass that is in Zone 4. So the last event for this year will be the World Championships for short course, and we'll be in Budapest, and we're also hoping to get swimmers who are going to be able to do that. So exciting events. To train for that, we are looking for sponsors to help us train, have a national camp to help both our athletes and our coaches improve on their skills. So we really need a lot of support, and we're asking all well-wishers, stakeholders. We do have an M-Pesa number I will be able to share, and we hope that you're going to be able to assist us take this agenda forward. Thank you.
Thank you. So the question I wanted to ask you, since you have been the chairman of the Swimming Association, what are some of the challenges that you have gone through to see that these swimmers, they are making it through?
Okay. So I think if you know swimming history and why swimming maybe has not been so dull, is for a long time we have been under sanction. Yeah. And this really has brought the sport to disrepute, and it's simply because we have challenges. And I'm not saying that whatever, we have a group of people who, what we call the petitioners, had taken Kenya Swimming Federation to court. We are not saying that whatever the petitioners are fighting for is wrong. We're not saying that. What we're saying is that, unfortunately, you have cases, and all the time in court, it's going to put the sport to disrepute, and we're not going to move far. And what you're also going to be able to achieve with the court case is actually quite limited, because unfortunately the Sports Act and how sports are governed seems to have a small disconnect. So it's really giving federations a really big challenge on governance and management issues, because from your mother federation, your world body, you're supposed to conduct elections in a certain way. Yet, from our Sports Act, it requires that we conduct elections in a different way. So I hope there's going to be a review of the Sports Act to help on those governance issues. Now, because of this, you're not able to attract sponsors, and all sports, not just swimming. It's very expensive to be engaged in sports, because if you look, for me, time is money. So even just investing your time, you are losing money because you'd have been engaging yourself doing something else, but you're here trying to engage in a sport. So because of this ban, you find opportunities to train both our athletes and our coaches have not been open to us. Other countries, if they swam with us or took us in, would also get sanctioned when you're sanctioned. So you become like a pariah in the community. So we're hoping we don't go back in that direction. And I'm still appealing to the petitioners. if they're hearing this, please, it's not that we want to fight, but what is the best interest of the country? What is the best interest of the athletes? Give us an opportunity to help our athletes and help the country move forward.
Yeah, so maybe if I can ask a question about those kids living in Mashinani, the rural areas, they don't have a swimming pool, but they really want to become swimmers. So how can you advise them for them to become what they want to be?
Okay, so again, as a federation, we're still relatively new. Having had said that, there are several organizations, like in Nairobi, I'm aware of Umoja Sharks, who are really supporting these underprivileged children. So probably Kisumu, we also have, I spoke to Swim Fit. They have a club, it's a club, and they have paid up members, but they do support kids who have talent and potential, and they do support some of them. So I think it's just for those children to maybe get in touch with the federation, and we see wherever we are, if we can appeal to the various clubs who are near them, if they could also take them on to assist these talents to grow.
So what about those parents who only believe in education? They don't believe in talent, because there are those parents, when you say something like sports, it's like there will be a fight. They don't understand that.
I would like to ask them how much money Eliud Kipchoge has made from sports. And it's really understanding that we really have to change our mindset. Swimming is not as big as athletics in terms of earnings, but you can still make a very, very decent earning from swimming. If you look at it, how much are graduates earning on average if they come out? They are paid even as ridiculous fees like 30,000, 40,000. A swim coach, if he has a club charging something as simple as 5,000, you multiply that across 20 athletes in your club, that's 100,000 in a month. So may not be the highest earning person on the planet, but you're actually able to eke out a very decent living from swimming. So I'd like to tell, we were not all born to be doctors. We're not all born to be pilots or engineers. People have skills in other areas. If you look at Michael Phelps, and it's not just from the sport itself, if you look at advertising and other revenue incomes, and the doors it opens for that athlete. Even if you want to do business and you're swimming, but you have a network of people you know, it opens doors for you. So I think it's time we start thinking differently about sports and encouraging our children to exploit the talent that they have, because it's God who gave them that talent. That I'm going to be a great swimmer, it's God who has given me that talent. Why don't we exploit that talent? And there's no one saying that because I'm swimming, I can't read. Okay? I'll give you a very good example. I think she was Simone Manuel. Simone Manuel is the first black American of African descent to win an Olympic gold medal. That girl is also studying in Stanford University. Stanford University is an Ivy League university, and she is going to that university and swimming. And if you look at it, I don't know whether she got a scholarship, but there's a high probability she may have gotten a scholarship to go there. Let's look, so even for that education, you want a good education for your child. Sports gives you opportunities to also access this education. So they're not things that are either or. They actually go hand in hand to help the overall development of a human being. So we're facing a lot of mental health issues, we're facing a lot of physical health issues, and just engaging in sports is going to enable somebody to balance out, so that you have a balanced individual, not just somebody who is a bookworm.
Thank you. I've heard you say, talking about you're looking for a team here from Eldoret to go to the national. How many are you targeting?
Okay, so for Eldoret, it's not the teams, they'll still come as clubs, but if the swimmers get qualifying times, they will be able to, based on our meet qualifying times, be able to participate in the nationals.
Thank you. Yeah. I've heard you saying that you are a chairman, at the same time you are a professional economist.
Yes.
How do you balance these two?
I think it's just God's grace. I'm passionate about both. I love my job and I love swimming. So I think because I have a passion for both, it's just organizing your time, knowing that you need to get other things. It's crazy, you wake up at crazy hours, but I tell people, you only live once, so I'm doing my best, and I hope when God calls me, I'll be able to give a good account of myself.
So, ladies and gentlemen, kumbe yu unaweza piga ndege na mawe mbili. That's what I'm saying. So, today we are here in Eldoret, and today being the last day for the swimming. So, what next after Eldoret? Where to?
Okay, so for me, all roads are leading to Kasarani Aquatic Arena on the 22nd and 23rd of June, and after that on the 6th of July we have the World Aquatics Day in Kisumu. So those are our immediate events. So I'd like to welcome everyone and all Kenyans, please come support our events. Just by attending our events, you're actually sponsoring the federation. Entrance for the nationals is just 1,000 shillings per day, and I feel it's a reasonable figure, especially in this economy of Zakayo. But I'm hoping, I think you've been here, it's very exciting to watch the swimming.
Yes.
It's a fantastic, it's a beautiful sport to watch.
Yes.
And I hope I'm able to encourage a lot of people, as many people as possible, to come out here, come watch, come support our swimmers, come let's get our teams that are going to go to the Olympics and to the various other competitions. Thank you so much.
So maybe there's someone who tried to, for the first time, tried to go to swimming and he drowned. Ama alikunywa vikombe and they have this phobia. How can you advise them to come back?
What I'll tell you is, everyone wants to start swimming kienyeji. You just imagine you'll enter a pool and start swimming. As you said, as human beings, it is not our natural habitat. Okay? Please, we have coaches. Okay? When you want to learn how to swim, please just go have a coach help you so that you're able to have a positive experience and enjoy the water. It's a very relaxing thing in the water. I'm actually a master swimmer. Yeah, so I also do compete. And it's even just not for competition. For me, my best holiday is any holiday with a water body, whether it's a pool, ocean. Somewhere I can just enter the water. I'm very happy.
So, we have talked about the government. So maybe if you have a request to the government,
yes,
or something you want to request from the government, what can you tell the government?
So for me, first, I'd like to say thank you very much to our government. Since we came into office in October, the government has really supported us, and it's also everybody understanding from the Sports Fund. Sports Fund is only able to cater for the international events. So our international events, we have managed to take a team to Mauritius. We have gone to Doha, Angola, and we're going to Bahamas, courtesy of government of Kenya. So my first would be to just say thank you for that support, and to really just encourage them to continue that support so that our sportsmen are able to participate and realize their potential. So what I would say is that it's very good that we're supporting the athletes to go outside, but if they could also just consider, as I've said, the training costs a lot of money. If they could put some investment to be able to help us in terms of training and building and maintaining facilities around the country. You can imagine we have long course. Currently the only long course pool that's viable for use is the Kasarani pool. I'm aware that they want to rehabilitate Nyayo Stadium, and I'm very happy that they're also building this Talanta complex. But the Talanta complex, they did not include a aquatic arena. So if they could reconsider and also have an aquatic arena at the new Talanta complex on Gong Road. Other than that, for me, the government has been very supportive, and we just like them to continue that way. And if they can continue allocating more funds and getting more supporters to help, so that we are able to nurture talent right from the grassroots up to international level.
So, as a chairman, where do you see swimming in the coming 5 years or 2 years?
For us, it's definitely an increase in the interest in swimming and awareness about swimming and water safety. Also, for me, I have a very ambitious agenda. I would want that by 2032, we have a Kenyan competing, and even by 2028, if feasible, with an Olympic qualifying time. I'm really praying for the team in Bahamas that we do get one, so that I can change my targets to make them sooner. But for us, is to first get a Kenyan with an Olympic qualifying time, either for this Olympics 2028, and hopefully 2032, we'd like to podium at the aquatic arena and the Olympics.
So, if someone wants to support the Kenyan Swimming Association, where can they find you? Is there a number they can send their support?
Okay, so currently we're using the knock pedal. I don't have it offhand. If you'll allow me, I can give you that information after the interview.
Okay, thank you. So once again, thank you so much for your time. We want to encourage everyone now. You've heard from her that swimming is a healthy competition, and we want to see where swimming is going in the next 5 years or 2 years. Thank you so much. Again.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.